The sigil pulsed with stolen flame, and the fungal ruins now lie silent, empty of the maw, but not of meaning. Beneath Blackwater Chapel, something was moved, and something else was summoned. Spiral glyphs and broken chalices whisper of rites older than memory, calling forth of the name Xal'Zul, though through blood and root. The party carries evidence, but also warnings. The beacons lie, the bindings tremble. As the city guards drew blades and secrets slither to the surface, only one question remained. Who's behind all of this? And why? And when we ended last session, you guys were just finishing questioning Marnie. And you realize that she had been, what do I want to say, mind controlled, or she had her mind memories changed, and she had implicated you guys in the deaths of the 3 couriers. And it's at this point where I have no clue where you're going. So let's have some fun. It's on you guys. And I am not hearing anybody.
Oh, no, we're here. I'm sorry. I'm just processing for a second here.
You hear us now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Just a matter of having to balance the your sound to theirs.
Okay. Well, we got a mysterious figure. I guess the question is does this prove the Teller and I can't see the other guy's name because of token, but I'll look at these 2 guys and
There, I'll move them so you can see their names better.
Thanks. Do you guys feel like this is enough proof that we are not the ones who committed this murder? I mean, I feel like from now on you can take the investigations. We cannot really explain yet, but there is something very important going on, and it will be better if we can put our attention, fixing that instead of trying to solve this murder. And I'm saying that for the benefit of everyone.
Oops, that's the wrong token picture, so we'll go here. You say something else is going on? Well, what do you mean?
Let's see. These cultists, I don't think they are in the city, in this place, just for the sake of recruiting more people and sacrificing people. They have greater purpose. We've seen their activities on the surface, and now we see their activities in the underworld, in the Underdark. And the only thing I can truly trust is that they are probably trying to bring back their, this creature they are worshipping.
Or trying to bring it back for another reason.
Yeah.
And we have strong faith that some things are happening in the Underdark that we are trying to stop. You see, I cannot really fully explain because I think it's going to create a mass hysteria. And it's going to cause a lot of chaos. But you will have to trust on our word that we are trying to help you here. Trying to prevent something that's going to become, well, let's just say very dangerous if we fail.
Ferric steps up and puts his hand on Vezir's shoulder and puts up the Eldath's holy symbol in his other hand, says, I can verify the veracity of the statement that Vezir has made here, and upon Eldath himself, I can tell you with utmost certainty that he is telling the truth and that we are not the ones clearly who have committed this murder. And on top of that, we have incredible business to attend to at this point that we cannot divulge due to the incredible confidential and serious nature of it.
The teller goes, well, if you've been dealing with these things, is there any chance you can assist us just a little bit further? Yes, we agree that you had probably had nothing to do with it, but it seems awfully odd that these events happened shortly after you arrived our fine town.
Oh no, it seems like it was in the works for a very long time. These are not things that could have been done in just a day or two.
Well, was not the chapel already burned down when we arrived?
Oh, yes, but that happened a while ago. I'm talking about these murders and stuff. Are you saying that it was just happenstance that you believe that it happened at the same time you were here, arrived?
Well, if I had never gone to talk to the three at a tavern, they would have delivered whatever the package to whoever was trying to get it.
And we would have probably left town as we most likely did not plan on staying too long here originally.
Yes. I think it is our intervention that caught it early before it got to a point of no return.
In fact, some would say it is quite rude to be, putting us in shackles when we have been do nothing but assisting and trying to help the people of this town since we've arrived.
Understand. You see him snap his fingers and the shackles all unlatch. From you, and is there any chance that you can maybe help out a little bit more further in this investigation? Or we weren't able to figure out that thing about Marnie, about her being mind controlled, but it seems, I mean, you were able to figure it out very straightforward. Maybe you can figure out more words.
Now that you are coming to me with earnest and are asking for help, I, Ferric, will gladly assist you in whatever investigation need be. I cannot speak for my compatriots here, though.
I am very willing to. I don't think that leaving this cult to do more nefarious things would be in anyone's best benefit.
Well, thank you. Maybe the best would be to, I know she was confused when we just let Marnie leave, but maybe it would be best to start the investigation where we know that at least she was had issues. Maybe she could lead you further. Again, my apologies. Again, Ferric, he shows you the symbol to Eldath and nods at you.
I'm assuming we don't have to go into detail, but we do whatever sort of like gesture that the followers of Eldath do towards each other.
And I need to open my volume mixer. And I'm going to go here really quick. That's why I can't hear you. Because my headset for chat was turned down to 12%. And now I can't hear you at all. Oh. Don't switch.
I can hear you.
I can.
Okay, the problem, yeah,
Can you hear us, GM?
yeah, I'm just trying to turn up my USB chat microphone. There we go. That should be good. There, much better. Yes, it's fairly straightforward to get the, show the symbol. And with that, we will, if I can click the right square, we will let you head back to the inn. As they're heading there, as you guys are heading there, just a quick reminder, it is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon there, so it's you got plenty of time to work around here.
See, like anyone else?
DM, can we do since it's been some time, can we do a quick time update on how long it's been since we went on the quest and how much time we have till our
yes, we will
our meeting with the king? I know it's not necessary. We don't need it right now, but I'm just curious.
So the meeting with the king is on the 1st of the next month, which is in 13 days. It has if we go back to the, I think that's going to be the right one. Let's find the right scene with the right map for... Gotta be kidding me. I swear I had a map of the whole world in this system. I probably do. But we're just gonna...
Don't feel like you have to get us sidetracked, by the way, with my question. If you had other stuff
you guys, let's go to the Deep Dark map. You are currently at Blackwater Crossing. That is approximately 3 days travel back to your entrance at Mount Crystal Spire. You were gonna go to Daggerfall Hollow, which is another day's travel. So that would make it 4 days to get back. One more day to Daggerfall Hollow, which would make it like the 8th. Maybe spend a couple days there, 9th, 10th. 14th, get back to Mount Crystal Spire, and I am going to go to my pictures, maps, and I just need to remind myself from Mengwu, your quickest ship travel would take you 1, 2, 3 days to Kanda. So that takes you out to like the 17th, so you've still got about 3 days worth of slop in there.
Okay. Okay, so we're looking
at least 3 days worth of slop.
Okay, so we're looking okay on time then in terms of sticking to our original.
Yes. Let me go back here. So yes, you are looking good on time still. Yes. As you head to the inn.
Okay.
We have three extra days, so we can only spend 1 or 2 days on this investigation.
And that includes spending 2 days in Daggerfall.
Okay. Yeah. I figured we want to spend. So,
What
and then
do
in
you
terms
guys
of the investigation, then team, we've obviously investigated we know that we're not the ones responsible. And have we, because we've driven the cult members as far as we could tell from this town, haven't we? Like, those are the people that we killed.
And I just lost your voice again. Let me go to Discord. Output.
Felzik is gonna say she did tell us the mysterious stranger's location where he takes
Okay.
housing when he comes visits the city. Maybe that will be worth.
Maybe we start there.
Checking out. Yes.
Okay, that works for
Maybe
me.
if he has ties to it, we can find more clues there.
Okay, and my Discord was hiccuping. Where did you say that you were gonna go check? And again, I can't hear Felzik. Let me try Discord again. Voice and video. Discord, why do you keep changing what I'm trying to listen through? Like it, I'm sorry, this is just driving me batty. Why isn't Discord seeing? I'm assuming you guys hear me because it's going through the Yeti mic, but I am. Discord keeps on switching you away. Let me try. Can you, one of you talk again? Let me check. Nope. Not saying anything. Okay, let's try that. Again, I am sorry about the sound issues. I'm gonna close Discord really quick and I'm gonna reopen it. For some reason, it's not seeing my headset. Hopefully we'll get there in a second. Discord. Sorry, stream. Let's see. Okay, I see Felzik was talking, but I cannot hear him. Let's try to go back here. Voice and video. Again, I see you guys talking with the Discord little light up things. For some reason, it is not recognizing. Let me try this. Sorry, guys. One more try.
Killed by supposedly the Black Sepulchre group.
Yep. Some
Uh,
religious followers of trying to summon Xal'Zul, I believe, right, team?
I
Yeah,
think they
people.
were.
The Black
just being-
Sepulchre is a cult of Orcus, and Xal'Zul is one of Orcus's lieutenants. So yes.
Cool. Keep going, Richter. I just wanted to confirm that you got it.
which makes them kind of connected to the group that we saw above ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all under the Orcus umbrella.
The last lady we talked to, we found out what from that lady?
I think this location we're heading to, I believe is the shadowy figure is what we mainly got from her, and that we also found out that she was being mind controlled, or not mind controlled, but like had her mind altered to like falsely accuse us, and we uncovered that. I think was a big thing. And what else? Was there anything else I missed there?
You also uncovered that it appears that they were impersonating couriers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had found the courier
Yeah.
mark as well. We found one of those badges too.
On the lady? Or
No,
the...
that was at one of the crime scene. At the crime scene, Ferric found that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Black Sepulchre people are impersonating couriers, or the couriers were impersonating couriers.
No,
They-
they
they were
had
impersonating
magic
couriers.
items. They had magic items that let them look like couriers, and then they used that to get in and either like get documents, put documents, or like read documents. Basically.
Forge things. Yeah. They just used the guise of mail couriers successfully by altering one of their mail courier magic items. But yeah. So we could go investigate the mail couriers, see if we could find anything there. The place of the person who cast the or who messed with her head. She said that she told us for the place that he residence whenever he's in the city, so we could check that place out too.
I personally think since something is going on bigger, I know I mentioned this before, I get the feeling that we're going to uncover a series of clues that there's going to be some much bigger conspiracy that's going to lead us to Daggerfall, whatever that bigger settlement is. Because also part of me thinks that since our original map had this town as just like a trading post type deal, and now it's obviously become more developed. It makes me wonder to what extent is an already larger settlement now going to be more developed. So, who knows, like what sort of stuff's going on there as well. Because of that, that might just other factors may come into play.
No, I think it's very possible. I think it's far fetched at all.
Okay, so your first location. You gonna go see Marnie or
We're gonna go to the residence of the alchemist, the herbalist that cast the spell on her, because she told us where it was at in the last session.
actually she was at her house. She was at the inn.
Yeah, but his residence. She's told us where he resides at whenever he is in the city.
Oh no, she didn't.
Oh, never
She
mind.
doesn't know where he resides in the city. That's
but he has a location somewhere that he must use.
Yeah,
like
but yeah, so
temporarily when he's in town.
Yeah, but she does not necessarily know that. But you do know that there was some sort of connection there. Yeah, you don't necessarily know where and the as you guys are getting ready to depart there, you mentioned they go, well, if you head down to the docks, people that come in from Daggerfall, people that come in from Waterside, they have to register. There might be information down there. You're trying to find out where this guy was.
I think that and maybe also going to the inn as well, to maybe somebody there might have answers for where this person stays, because if other
let's go
people
with
in
the
town,
inn.
yeah, other people in town might know him as well, besides just Marnie.
And
So let's start with the inn and then the docks.
okay.
Should we split the party and hit both at once, or
Nah, we ain't splitting the party.
That sounds
Okay.
perfect to me. Let's split the party. Instead of putting you on a battle map, we will go here then for the inns. Except you don't click on her there, you click on her here. Well, welcome back. Thank you for whatever you did to help me back there. Waking up in prison was something I never had to do before. Does not like that.
You are most certainly welcome. It is very unfortunate that you found yourself in that situation to begin with.
Okay. Yeah, but again, thank you. For some reason, this is not working well for me. Here we go. And why aren't you making some music? It says it's playing music. Do you guys hear music?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're hearing music and I'm not hearing music, let me see why.
Did you you need to check the Foundry, maybe you muted the music.
Yeah, it's gonna switch this for a second so my IP doesn't show up. Yeah, I was hearing music. It's not that I muted it, but I will mute it and I will unmute it. And then I will go back to an F11. I just want to make sure you guys are hearing the music and stuff, but unfortunately I can't hear it right now. And if I can't hear it, that means it is not going through on OBS. Which is odd. Game. Let me look at Foundry Audio. Foundry Audio comes directly from Edge, so it doesn't care. Okay, I'll just go ahead and continue. She welcomes you back to the inn. And let me go back to your campaign and pull up my notes from last session, because that was one of the things, was a possibility from last session. And here we go. So, again, yes, thank you. Anything else I can help you with?
You know anybody else who might know of this mysterious figure? Anybody else who's associated with them or has spoken to them?
Yeah, so maybe people he sell to, maybe people that interact with him, maybe other fellow in his profession.
Well, he came in with the blind courier last night, and they sat at the table, and then because of me headaches, I knew from previous times that he's helped me with cures. He helped me brew some tea, and the next thing I know, I was waking up in prison.
This blind courier, is he still here or is he left?
He works out of, he's not in the inn, he works out of the courier hall.
Is there a courier hall in town, DM?
Oh, yes, yes, there is.
Okay.
And she goes, yeah, it's about halfway between the city hall and the docks. You can't miss it. It's got the the sign out front appears to be, looks like somebody running. It has the same, she describes the symbol that you guys were able to pick up last time. Come on. I'll get down. And I think there we go. Got a person running plus that symbol on the outside of it. The building. As she does that, she reaches down behind the edge of the bar and goes, "Here's what he left me to make some more from your headaches." And there's a bag with some herbs and stuff in it.
And this was left by
By
the gentleman?
By the creepy, well, by the guy that changed her memory. Yes.
Can I do some sort of check on these? Or actually, I hand them to Vezer. Vezer, would you be able to do a once-over on these?
I sure can, yeah. Just give me some time.
Yeah, I'd give you guidance too. I don't know if you're casting Identify or just doing a skill check, but I'll give you guidance if you do some sort of check.
And are you going to do a Arcana or Nature?
Well, these are magical items. Yeah.
They're herbs.
They are herbs. Okay. Well,
of some sort.
So unless they're, yeah. Okay. So I will make a I will make an Arcana check to see if they have magical like properties, I guess. Oh, right. We can do that.
There
and you have guidance too.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the D4.
All right. Yes. Right.
Okay.
15.
A 15 overall. You do sense there is some sort of enchantment magic on them, even without the identify. Something has been done to these herbs that is little, just seems odd. You can definitely tell there's some sort of magic on them. If you were to do a detect magic or an identify, you'd probably be able to find out more information on them. Well, you do know that detect magic is you do an identify on them, you'd probably find more information on them.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sure. How many, like, I guess an identifier would be a batch of the herbs?
Yes.
Yeah. I will look at the others and say, okay, well, there is definitely some magical properties. I can identify what it is. It's gonna take me. How many batches are there? Different batches.
I'll let you do it all with the one identify.
Okay. All right. So it will take me about 11 minutes. Just give me some about 10 minutes, and then I'll come back to you. And Wizard is gonna kind of sit in one of the tables and start casting Identify as a ritual.
Ferric looks at Felzik and Richter. Well, looks like we got some time to kill, boys. Should we get a drink?
Yeah,
Yes, let's.
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, and I believe I have our. As my dogs are going crazy out there. It's and I think my dog left me a package, which is not nice because I think I can smell it. Most of the stuff here was more of the fungal based varieties. Let me go to there's that. And I thought I had saved in Foundry the information about what they sold. I don't have the exact specifics, but yes, you are more than happy to get the ale or any teas that you desire while he does the investigation, the identify on there. And I'm gonna advance the clock. So what you are able to find out, I'm going to paste in chat. I just had it. Here we go. Arnie. What happened to Marnie? There we go. Basically, the herbs act as this. And there is one charge remaining in there.
Okay. And like for purposes of being a spell variant, which level will this be?
Since I'm gonna go here. We will. We will say that it's the regular 5th level modify memory spell. We're gonna say the casting time is 1 action instead of 10 minutes on there. I'll fix that.
Okay. Okay.
So it's basically if they eat that, it is basically eat or drink something made with that. It is equivalent of having the 5th level modify memory spell cast on them, and they do have the chance of making a wisdom save.
Okay. Okay, I see. Oh boy. Do I know if the memories altered or added with this kind of a spell can be reversed?
Um, it can be removed with a remove curse or a restoration spell cast on the target, and they regain their true memories.
Okay. Is it greater restoration?
Yes, greater restoration or a remove curse.
All right. Okay. Uh,
The healing and stuff that was done in the thing, she's still confused about what actually happened during the or the time period that the memories were, but she was able to Felzik was able to pull out the image of the guy that did this to her, and she kind of remembered him, but she doesn't remember the memories that were the time period that the memories were replaced for yet.
okay. So once Vezir is done, he's gonna go back to the group and say, looks like anyone who consumes these herbs will have their memories changed or affected. It's quite a nasty herb to use, actually. Useful if you can overlook the fact that it is, have some kind of abyssal, ramifications. If you cannot overlook it, it's a quite evil herb to use on someone. But it kind of checks out with what what we thought was happening to her memories. So I guess this is what it was, the source of it. There is enough left of this herb that one more person can be affected by it. In
And
case
she goes, if that's the case, I don't want it.
I think it will be safer if we keep this anyways. If wrong person gets their hands on this, it can lead to some problems, as seen before.
So what I am going to do, since you now have that in your possession, I am going to echoed memory seed. I have dragged it to your inventory. It should show up as a consumable.
All right. Yeah, I see it. So,
and
what do you guys think?
You would not need to be the appropriate spell level to cast it because the spell has been cast on that seed, and the seed would actually allow the spell to operate.
Right. So, what do you guys think we should do now? No. Any ideas?
I think we should go over to the mail carriers. We know that some cultists hide within them. Maybe if you have detect magical, and we may be able to spot them. They would
Yeah,
be a different color from the other mail carriers.
I can do that. I can definitely do that.
I'm back, guys. Sorry, I had to step away. I had a point call.
Nice, all cool. A quick summary for you. The herb casts alter memory on the consumer, a modified version of it.
Okay.
So that's what we figured out.
And you have a very powerful spell at your disposal now if you ever desire to use it.
Yeah, a single use, but still.
Hey, that single use in Critical Role allowed Jester to basically turn an entire campaign around.
Yeah, that's true. Wizard has it right now. But I think it's a good idea, Felzik. We could wait for the couriers, and I need to be just be clear. It's not a huge range on detect magic. It's only 30 feet. So we will need to place ourselves close to the door of the building. So whenever a courier is going through the door, I'm close enough that I can see if they are giving off magical auras.
So those that were partaking in their drinks, finish them up, and we will head into town. So you're going to wait outside the building, you said? Or
Well, I guess we can enter the building and wait inside, and whenever a courier is going in.
We don't know. We haven't been there yet, right? We don't even know. There might be couriers. Like there might be just like a head person that we could go talk to, right, and try to get answers from.
Yeah, so I'll give you a description of what you see as you guys get there. You definitely can find the building. Very straightforward. You do see some people that were around Scrap's age wearing the courier satchel that you did see Scraps have, that was never found when you investigated his murders. Similar type satchels. They're all wearing the pin as they go into the building. You see the people go in the building. They spend about 2 to 3 minutes, then they disappear and they go running off. And you see this happen. Every couple minutes you're seeing somebody come in. It seems like this is a very busy place in this medium-ish sized town for an Underdark type area that used to be called a camp.
So what do you think?
I mean, sitting and waiting is not a bad idea. We could go talk. Like, I think it might be worthwhile. We could always just go talk first, and then get an assessment of what's going on in there, and then kind of like stake out, or even like split up so like some of them don't see us. Not necessarily split up in the sense that like the party splits, but just like have some people wait outside and watch while some of us maybe go inside to talk to people. I don't know. What do we think, team?
I mean, either works for me. There is let's see. This trinket lets you basically cast disguise self on yourself. And there are certain spells that can see through the disguise immediately, making it completely, ineffective against them. I don't have any of those. The only thing I have is detect magic, which can tell me there's an illusion magic on a person, and then we will have to like intrude, to see if it's actually a disguise by touching their face and all that, to figure out any mismatching, body proportions based on the sight.
Well, the fact that they would have an illusion magic on them would not be proof enough to make them suspicious to us.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It will make them suspicious. So, but then to make sure that it is actually a disguise on the person, we will need to some kind of physical contact. If they are taller than,
What if? How about what if we? Because we know that there's people coming in that are being disguised that are not, the actual couriers. We should go verify that whoever's in charge here, basically, like we should go talk to him first, make sure he's a real courier, like actually the person that's meant to be in charge, and not some person that's some con man or whatever, or cultist that's hiding here, and inform them of what's going on with the couriers, because they may have a way of being able to, like, I don't know, have like some word of the day or something where they can confirm with other couriers, like on spot, that they are actual couriers, so that we could just circumvent us having to sit there and trying to find a way to pick out people.
Alright, so just reading the spell. This is in the last part of it, so yeah, we can actually make an investigation check.
I mean, we could do checks as well, but I was just thinking like they may have a way like internally if they're like a, like an organization such as this to be able to tell when people are trying to masquerade as one of their people.
Yeah.
Right.
unless you
Also,
know, but
if we can actually find one of these disguised couriers, if we do not alert them, then we can also follow them.
That's true. That's true. We may give away our position if we. I guess it's kind of what do we want to do here? I get the feeling if we don't alert them, it's just going to take longer and be more arduous, I guess, for us to accomplish getting any answers.
I don't think a few of us are the sneaky type. I think being more straightforward is more our thing.
I mean, is it worth it maybe just asking the head guy to like meet him in a quiet room and explain to him? Like he doesn't have to tell necessarily, just to like keep him in the loop and like maybe and like see what he knows.
We we discussed this before that we don't know who might be compromised, who might be part of this cult. I think we should keep it hush hush unless we really have to disclose something.
All right, well maybe we just sit here and wait and try to see if you can do some
I think honestly, I think we are overthinking it. We should just go to the building and look out for signs of anyone who might be disguised.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
If you watch out for the signs, and then I will have detect magic up, so I will also know if someone has illusion magic on them.
Yeah, we'll all be looking, so I guess we'll be doing checks and whatnot. So yeah.
So you guys go head into the courier post, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
There is one so you go into the building, the front area of the building, there is a desk with some books and ledgers in it with one gentleman sitting at the desk. You see a door that appears to go to a smaller room based off of what you guys saw from outside the building. There's a smaller room back there behind that door. This building does not have any windows in it. So you probably a 5 foot by the width of the building area back there. And why it's I'm a streamer actor. Whoa. Yep, we've got to get rid of that effect off of you. Let's.
I'm a disco ball again, guys.
Find the.
There we go.
The bar for the sound. Turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not hearing the sound either. So, I mean, maybe fortunately for me on that one.
It's yeah. If you go to the playlist tab, there is sound effects bar.
Yeah, I know. My problem is I'm not hearing any audio from the game. So. Yeah, but and I do have it set up correctly. It's just a bug, probably because I had to switch from wired to unwired back to wired on my microphone. I mean, my headset. And for some reason, the system is not liking trying to crisscross those. The elder half elf looks up at you. He almost appears like he's a lot shorter than you guys would appear to be for what you guys recognize as half-elves. He's too big to be a gnome. He's not a halfling. So he's a half-elf something that you don't quite recognize what he is. Welcome. You got delivery for us. How can I assist you?
We do not have a delivery now. We are just here to inspect.
Well, if you have no deliveries, I ask that then you kindly leave. This is a very busy outpost, and we've got work to do here. As he goes back and starts scratching back into his ledger. With your detect magic, you do know there is some magic. Faint residuals of magic beyond the wooden door. You can't quite tell through that wall, but there is something beyond that door, some slight magic residual. You can't quite tell what it is.
Yeah,
Can you tell
I'm
what
just gonna
class it
assume
belongs
it's
to? Or no?
well, the sort of like there needs to be the
Can I
any
do
kind
it?
of.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I
I was
just
just
going
gonna
to
ask if I could
say,
do an insight check on this guy, just to like get a sense if this guy is legitimately one of the couriers here and like the person in charge. What his deal is what I'd like to know. And can I give myself guidance?
Yeah. Not like he's carrying, he's just scratching in his book. There's your check in there.
So that is a 15.
Plus
and then
what?
my D4 go through.
Yep.
19 total.
Yep. No issues whatsoever. He is wearing one of the badges. There is no magic on the badge. There is no so Vezir knows there's no magic on the badge, but he appears to be diligently working. Like you're interrupting something important for him.
Okay.
Wizard will say, we are here for under official business, so you will have to bear our presence, but we will stay out of under your foot. Don't worry. We'll just be in the corner.
He looks up at you and goes, "Official business? I don't recognize you from around here, and if it was official, I'm sure Trash would be here, or Tarsk would be here with you."
Varric holds up his Eldath emblem. I believe Tarsk is the one who's been showing him the album, right?
Actually, that would have been Bronson Tell.
Okay. Well, I show my symbol anyway and say, I am a cleric of Eldath, and I can attest to what my friend has said here. So please allow us that we are on official business sent by Broshun and Baelgrim Tarsk to assist in the investigation of some local murders. And we are here just to see if there are any comers and goers possibly that might be coming through here.
Oh, you must be talking about the poor unfortunate things with Scraps and his gang. Well, yeah, sure. I wasn't here yesterday, but Yannick was. You see him stand up and go to the back, to the door that's there and open up. Yannick, there's some people here that want to ask you some questions. You see an elder human with a walking stick come out of the room. His eyes are kind of glassed over, and he goes, yeah, how may I help you?
Vezir, go ahead.
Well, we prefer to not put too much attention on ourselves. Unless my friend here has some questions, I was hoping that we will just sit beside the corner and watch out for the comings and goings. Nothing that you really need to be concerned about.
Hey, friend, was there anything of note that happened yesterday, or anything out of the ordinary here?
He goes back into his, well, let me get me records. He goes back into the room and comes out with a ledger book. And Vezir, there is a faint scent of illusionary magic somewhere inside that ledger book. He comes out and he says, you get the guy's name. Edrith, give me the table. I need look at this. And the first gentleman that was there at the table stands up, and the elder gentleman sits down, opens up the book, and he puts his face like inches away from the paper. Oh, yeah, we had that Interret cleric come in with oh, yeah, he came in with one of the females. Let me check, and he's running his finger along the line. Oh, yes, he made there it goes. Yeah, it says that he delivered a shipment from Daggerfall Hollow of medicinal supplies, and he came in with I think her name was Sella. Yep, there it is, Sella Grint. Yep. And he flips through the book.
Sella?
Yep. Sella Grint. Yeah, she's one of the couriers from Daggerfall Hollow.
Vezzer,
I misspelled it. It's supposed to be Grint, Grint, instead of Frint.
Right, yeah.
And I hate that panda speaker.
You're saying something?
something about illusory magic. Did you say, DM? That was on.
It said so. It happened. You can tell Vezzer the line that he was reading with his finger in the book, where he says, "Yep, delivered medicinal supplies from Daggerfall Hollow." That line is illusionary.
Yeah. So Vezzer is gonna like, as he detects illusory magic on that line, he's gonna mention to the others. Yep. This checks out with the magic, the sigil, grants to the wearers. There's been some kind of illusory manipulation done on these logs. Whoever wrote this down, and whatever they looked like, they are the person. They are our suspect. Did they actually look like this? Sorry, I will put the sigil of false receipt on my neck, kind of equip it, because when I equip it, I don't need to attune to it.
Right.
And I'm going to cast the once per day disguise self.
Okay.
Courier variant, and see if basically I look like the person who wrote that line on the book. Kind of show it to these two guys.
And you now appear. Is that the person that you were trying to appear as?
Well, I don't know who I'm gonna appear as. I was just going to cast the disguise self.
Well, then how could you say, is this the person that did it, if you don't know? If you got to tell me who you're disguising as.
I see. Because I see. Because I read like only appear as a recognized delivery agent. All right.
Yeah. So basically, it when that spell is cast, regardless of what you look like, they're going to recognize you as the delivery agent.
What is Vezzer, would it be possible for you to remove the illusory magic that's on here to see what's actually written underneath?
I mean, most illusory magic, when you interact with it in some fashion, or focus on it, you can kind of force of will push through the illusory and see the truth. I can try it. Also, Gian, for your question, I guess I don't know any other couriers, so I will go with this guy.
Really written. Okay, so we're gonna have you do this first.
I don't think I think I used my inspiration for the day, so.
So I also got a question. If he transforms to this guy, is this guy now a courier that's recognized?
Basically, it doesn't matter. So you could look like the big bad boogie monster that lives underneath the bed, but with this false sigil, they'll say, "Oh, yeah, I recognize that you're a courier. Go ahead, sign into the ledger book."
But it would be no specific courier. So it would.
Yeah, they would not.
Yeah,
It's not a specific courier. They're just recognized as a courier.
Okay. Yeah, that was my misunderstanding. I
Yes.
thought it was a specific courier.
No, it's you can use it to cast the illusion, disguise self, and basically any disguise self you do on yourself, they're gonna recognize you as a courier, and it's basically
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's the extra flavor on the disguise self.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay. Can you cast guidance on me, by the way?
Of course. Honestly, I'd rather give the help action. Maybe one of us, somebody could give the help action on this, and I'll give guidance.
Yeah, I'll give the help action.
Okay, so go ahead and roll at advantage there. Yeah, you definitely go ahead and roll the d4 just so we can flavor this in here. And that would give you a 26, which makes it a critical success as far as I'm concerned.
That's nice.
Bring in some of that Pathfinder type action in there, which I would love this game to be in Pathfinder because it's a lot easier for me in Foundry. But yes, you are definitely able to read through the line that said medicinal shipment. It actually now says underneath the illusion, it says shroud glass for ministry use only on it. From your guys' so I'm going to do a little bit of explanation. From your guys' experience, topside, when you have when you want something delivered or something like that, the people at the courier shop or the mail shop, what they'll do is they'll log in what you deliver, then they'll hand you the book, and then you'll sign the book. So what would have happened here is he would have written shroud glass for ministry use only in the book, and then whoever was wearing this disguise when they signed it would have made the change to the ledger. That's the effect that's going on here.
Okay.
Sir, what other information do you have about this courier who signed on this line?
I have notes on that.
Slowly, we unravel the mystery.
Oh, yes. I have actual notes of what she was wearing. Here we go. She was, sorry, I can't see very well, but I do know she was female. She had some heavy boots on. They were like leather scaled with root patterns on it. Heavy fungal scent. Oh yeah, I remember that was some green stuff on her boots. And her and that other dude, I remember her saying to him, "Black Echo guides the weight." And I will I'll make sure I don't have anybody selected. And I will put that in there.
This courier originated from Daggerfall Hollow.
Yep, that's what. Yep, said delivery medical supplies from Dagger. He still can't see what you saw. With the shroud glass for ministry use only. Only you can see it, Vezir. Yeah, that's what it says here. Delivery from Daggerfall Hollow of medicinal supplies.
Okay. So
we haven't delivered it yet. It's there in the back.
Would it be possible
in the
for us
back.
to take a look at the medical supplies just to make sure that they are as they say they are?
The elder half elf goes, well, I guess since this is official, go ahead.
I would love to
Perfect.
give the help action to whoever is going to get. I'd love to give guidance to whoever's going to do the investigation check on these things or whatever.
I'll do it. I also know what to
We'll
look
help.
for, so I'll do it.
He'll assist you in helping.
Wizard is gonna go in and look for the shroud glass.
Well, they go in with you and they point out the blind gentleman goes in with you and actually takes it off the shelf, and it was hidden. So you look in that room. It's basically a shelf with a bunch of packages on it, with a very small desk in the corner. The wall is thicker than it appears. So you go in there, and there's all sorts of assuming your detect magic is still pinging off. There are several packages in here that have magical stuff in it, but there is definitely a strong magical aura coming from the package that the blind gentleman grabs for you off the shelf. Yep, this is the package. 1357. Yep, that's it. Here.
Is the package worded, or can I just open it now?
I will have you do. So you're basically checking it for some sort of magical traps or wardings.
No, I'm asking the blind guy.
I don't know. It's just a regular old package.
Oh, okay. So you don't have your own security on the package, okay?
Oh no.
I will. Yeah, in that case, I'll check for any kind of wordings on it. These cultists might have or not done.
Investigation or Arcana.
Well, this is to see if there is. Well, what's cool? Do I get a abjuration magic
you
from the box? I believe glyphs are abjurations, if I remember correctly.
You don't get. Let me verify that. It's because glyphs are abjuration. You get faint abjuration as well as in conjuration.
Okay. Yeah, I'll roll Arcana to see if it is if there are magical glyphs and such on it. Jesus.
You don't sense any magical glyphs as far as purpose for protection of this package.
Okay. So I'll take the package into the room with everyone else, is place it on a table, and then open it.
Okay. You open up the package. There is a piece of parchment around a crystal that's approximately 6 inches long, and it's this crystal that has the conjuration and abjuration magic emanating from it.
And do I know what a shroud glass is?
It's this thing that you're holding in front of you, and I will I have it here. A history at a 15 or an arcana check at a 17. Actually, no, it's the other way around. A history at a 17 or an arcana at a 16.
All right.
This be done for anyone or specifically?
Anyone,
Buzzer?
yeah, anyone.
Jesus Christ, my rolls suck
Don't
today.
worry, I got you.
Nice, nice.
Belzik, you recognize this, between, yeah, Belzik and Richter. Belzik, this is something very similar to that missing piece that was found in the fungal where you guys had the combat last session. It looks very similar in design, but almost backwards. This piece of glass is specifically, we're going to go Control C. We're going to put it in chat. We're going to put that one in there. You hit Control V. It's designed as a ritual suppression tied to old beacon designs. It appears that the satchel or whatever this thing was packaged in, there are 2 pieces of that glass in there. It appears that there was probably room for more than just those 2 pieces in there, as well as the parchment that was wrapping the items. It appears you can look at it and you can see that just by the imprints on the parchment, based off of the checks that you guys ran, that there were probably 3 pieces in there at one time.
And there's only one now.
There's two remaining.
Okay, gotcha.
So it appears that
Okay.
there's one piece that's not in here that at one time was in here.
Right. I will look at the old blind man and ask, did anyone took this package temporarily before?
No, nope. This is the way it was delivered to us yesterday. As he goes to, actually, we're going to do it this way. We're going to go shift. Ba-da-ba-ba. I would like, without any guidance or helps, I would like each of you to roll that perception check.
Ooh, big money again.
Oh, that rolled away from a 20.
Yeah, big money room for me too, right?
Yep, it went from the 20 to that 2 there, Richter.
It did.
What you Ferric and Belzik, as he goes to wrap this stuff up, you notice that the parchment has some sort of writing on it. You can't quite make out the words as he's writing on it, but you can see some faint scratches of writing on the piece of parchment that's on the inside that was rolling, as you just barely noticed it as he's trying to rewrap these crystals in it. And now he's going confused. I thought this said it's supposed to be medical supplies. I haven't seen crystals used in medicine before.
Yes.
Uh,
Very peculiar.
It's this
truth
new age
is-
medicine.
Are you guys making a play right now, or are you being
I'm just.
serious?
I was making a very bad joke because crystals are used in like pseudo medicine in modern culture.
Oh.
that was. Sorry.
Okay.
Ignore
that's
me.
cool.
Ignore me. Ignore me.
Wizard is gonna look at Oldman and say, listen, that line on the book there in the ledger, it was an illusory script to conceal the actual log.
And when you say that, what? Our logs,
Yes,
our ledgers are inviolate. Oh, shh. And then the blind guy goes, no.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Felix gonna reach for the pack and said, "And we are going to need to confiscate this as evidence."
Yeah.
Very important.
Your wardings or security, whatever that you have, is compromised. If you can get some kind of a security that will dispel disguises, magical disguises, that will go a long way for this place.
That's worrisome. I guess we're gonna have to. Well,
Do you happen to
thank
remember
you.
if the person who dropped this off said they were going back to Daggerfall Hollow, or if they mentioned their next stop?
No, again, the only words I remembered after they had logged the package in were Black Echo guides the wait. I don't remember anything else. It was, they just dropped the package off, signed in after I logged it, and left.
Okay. Can I do a religion check on that phrase, DM, or some sort of check to see if I recognize it at all?
Oh,
Is that-
yeah, we are going to, based off of...
Obviously, I'm assuming everybody heard the phrase too, so hope we all can have a deep thought moment about it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was that not the phrase that was going through the innkeeper's head too, or no?
That was one of the phrases that was going through her head, yes.
Yeah. That's what I assumed it was. I wanted to bring it up.
With that religion check, Ferric, Black, in context with what's been happening around here, probably has something dealing with Orcus or the occults. The Echo probably has something doing with Xal'Zul, being the echoing chants of the mouths, or so it probably has some sort of connection to some sort of cult dealing with Orcus, probably that Black Sepulchre.
I got a question as well. Is Ministry a group or a single individual?
Ministry?
Yeah, it was for Ministry only. Is what for Ministry use only was written in the log.
That's like
Next.
for like government organization.
Okay, so it's not a single individual with a
No,
title.
it would be for the Crystal Seekers Guild, the Arcane Wardens, if you were topside, or their equivalents down here.
Alright. And that script with the hourglass.
That piece of paper, yes. Again, the writing is faint. It appears to be coded of some sort. I will allow, let me see what, I get confused of which checks. Either a history or an insight check to decipher what's on there.
Okay.
And who is going to do that? And I will post it in chat if I know what check it is.
I'll make a history check.
What were the two choices?
History or insight?
History.
So
I'll do an insight check.
So we're gonna put that one in there. Parchment. Actually,
Sorry, Mike died. Is this a roll for everyone or specifically one person?
actually, what I'll do is I'm gonna go. We're gonna go shift, 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 shift. I'm gonna make it so you can pick whichever one of the two that you desire. It's not a bad check. When you click on the die to roll, it should give you a drop down to choose which one to roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let anybody who desires to do that.
Can I give myself guidance?
Yep.
Oh, I don't even think I need it, but I'll do it anyway.
Choo choo.
Double natural 20s.
Oh my god! And I got a 4 on the guidance. Got
Who got the
just
Thomas the Tank Engine dice on nat 20s?
Varric and Vezer are understanding this piece of parchment on a molecular level right now.
Yes, you are. And with that, I'm going to give you more information than I was going to give you. So we are going to do, we'll put Varric as the speaker here. That is what you're able to interpret from the parchment.
E to VH. One more drift, and we risk splitting the anchor. Move it fast. Varric says to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is not the first time that the docks have been brought up. Obviously, the couriers are coming in, and I believe it was Teller Broshun. Was it Teller Broshun? Or sorry,
Yeah.
Marnie had suggested going to the docks, or somebody had suggested going to the docks before to get.
Yeah, Broshun Teller had mentioned going to the docks because they have to log in if they come from the water side.
Okay. And then part of me, something about the thing before that was said with the Black Echo guides the weight. Weight is spelled WEIGHT.
Yep.
So implying that it's something of mass that it's moving, which makes me think the docks possibly, because that's where people move goods. So that would be possibly a good spot for us to go next to possibly get some answers. I don't know. Unless, do you guys have any other questions for this guy here or the shroud glass, Felzik, Richter? You guys got anything?
Does it say where this was delivered to? Because it says who, and we know that the person who got it did the magic, the illusion magic. But does it have an address to where it was delivered to?
Who this where yes, this was supposed to be picked up here, and Let me put, I think it's his name. Let me hit control so I can open up that in a new tab. Yes, it says it was supposed to be picked up by one Dornal Dial.
Arnold Sile. Okay. I guess we'll have to ask.
Do you know who this Dornal Sile is?
Actually, what I want each of you guys to do is roll this harder check. Without guidance, because you don't know you're rolling it.
Yes, back to fours, back to the single-digit numbers.
Woo!
Ooh.
Oi.
Richter, what you got? Let's see. Is somebody else gonna pass? Besides Ferric? Ooh. Big money, Richter.
Yep.
Actually, the two of you, I'm going to put it in as Richter for right now. Remember something from several sessions ago. I'm going to put that in chat. Control V. Dornal Sile, you remember that name just from overhearing stuff while you guys were doing your investigations around the excavation at Thornhill. It was mentioned in one of the sessions that this Dornal Sile, or somebody with that name, vanished approximately 2 months ago while surveying ley line disruptions near the lower cavern shelf. His journal was recovered near a collapsed tunnel, but contained only fragments, some mentioning the Watcher in the Deep and references to broken sigils.
Huh. It's package delivered for someone who vanished some time ago.
And this Dornal Sile name, this is the name that is the real name written, right? Was this also when the illusory script was on there? Was this also the
Yes,
who
it
the
was
package was supposed to be delivered to?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So,
Well, do we, sir? Do you know where this Dornal Sile lived in town, or who who might know of this person?
I don't recognize the name. At all from anybody in this town.
maybe Teller and
In
Tarsk will know it.
the actual lead courier. I mean, neither do I. I don't recognize it.
Well,
All right.
Well, I appreciate the thank you both of you for the information. Eldath, blessings be upon both of you. Vezer, Felzik, Richter, do you have anything else to ask of these two gentlemen?
Was I able to procure the package without any trouble?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to take the package as part of the investigation. But in case this Sile shows up, I need to know what to log in here for it.
Um, like a dummy item to give him, right?
I
Oh.
mean, doesn't matter what we put. Is there a rock outside? I'm just gonna put a rock inside.
Oh no, he's giving you the entire package.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, he understands it's for the investigation. I just need to know. I need to know what to put in the ledger in case this guy shows up.
Oh, okay. Why don't you put in the ledger?
Find
fuck.
Ferric and Vezer and Richter and Felzik if you want your stuff.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Okay. Well, you see him scratch that. Well, we'll try to find that magic that you talked about to get rid of these illusions. But again, thank you, and anything to serve the city. And with that, the blind gentleman appears to go back to work back in the storeroom area, and the lead courier goes to continue working. And unless you have anything else to ask him, I'm going to take my dogs out really quick, and we'll take a short break.
Okay.
Before.
That
All
works. I need to think about this. This is we got what we have the
Okay. You grab one more thing, and I'll be right back. And those two names. I'm just typing something up really quick for you. I. There we go. Okay, I'm almost back, and let me go ahead and click my check mark. And so Felzik and Richter. Okay. So that means we have everybody back. Yeah. Yeah. Misspelled and Control Z. Okay, I'm gonna click on back. I'm gonna go back to the stream, and we're back. And so, what did you guys decide?
So, Ritter is going to send his familiar Al
Okay.
to Tarsk and tell her. He's going to write this small note and then like tie it to the leg of the Al. And the note is going to tell them to basically set someone up front of this building to watch out for any couriers with disguised self basically on them. And I'm sure they will know what to do.
Okay.
Do we not want to get the person picking up the package though?
I guess if like there is no package, we pick the package, the full
No.
box.
So yeah, Correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but the package was supposed to be picked up by a person.
Yes,
That's why we wrote in the letter.
It was addressed to basically general delivery Dornell Sile.
Yeah, and they have to come to the office to pick it up.
Yes,
So
that is
someone's
correct.
going to be coming for this package.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's true. For the person that comes asking for that package, they can set someone up front of the building to just apprehend that guy and take it under custody. So this is going to be the letter to the guys.
Okay. So
Rest of us,
they will get the message. And you guys are going to head to the docks, you said?
yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be that picture, so we'll go ahead and go with that picture instead. And you head down to the docks. I'm just going to pull up one of our old random people. There is a guard there at there's wooden gates at the docks. There's a guard there in a little hut as you approach. We've used her before, but we're going to go ahead and use that image for now for her. And what do you desire to ask her?
I guess Wizard's gonna kind of be like, hello, I'm Wizard, and kind of like ask for her name.
Brima, Brima.
Nice to meet you, Brima. We are doing an investigation into a murder case. I don't know if you heard the news.
Yes, it's all over town.
Yes. We will need your cooperation to find these murderers. Can we depend on you?
If I can help. What do you need?
Do you know a person by the name Dornell Style?
You see her look through her books. Don't recognize the name, and she's going through her books. Nope. Nobody here in this current ledger.
Okay. Did you ever see someone wearing something like this? And he's gonna show the sigil of false receipt to the woman.
Oh, we get couriers regularly through here.
Did you have a courier come in from Daggerfall yesterday?
Oh, we had many people come through Daggerfall yesterday. Here, she turns around the logbook. Those with X's, so when they come in, their name is put on the logbook, and when they leave, their X, there's an X put next to their name. This is the past couple days worth of their logbook.
So yesterday would have been the one, and today is the 7th.
Yes, today is the 7th. Yesterday would be the 6th.
And X's mean that they left?
Yes, that means that they've gone back across the lake.
Yeah.
So if anybody comes in from the lakeside, their name goes on here, and when they depart, they get a little X next to their name. It seems that they don't trust the people from Daggerfall Hollow very much.
Okay. So looking at the initials, Revik Torn shares the initials for the note we got above. We are looking for RTN VH.
Yeah. Art.
Varric Hollow Weave is VH. Whilst Handrinel. Right, well, the only one with RT is Revik Torn. There is no other RTs on this ledger.
Sorry.
So it's either
So what are we looking for in this ledger? Because both say that they left the place. Even Celegrit, the person delivering this package, had left, according to the ledger.
was it Silketra? Well, Silketra doesn't have an X next to its name. Her name.
No, Celegrit.
Celebrant was one of the names that we got, right? I believe.
Yeah, the person who delivered it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So they've already headed back then to
Yeah.
Daggerfall Hollow. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone that somehow seems relevant has left, so I guess we'll have to make our way towards the city. Unless we can give
it. The only two things that I can think of that we might possibly be loose ends is talking to the two people that are still here, Sel Ketra and Brenna Coil Root, to see if they have any information possibly on those on Celegrant. You know, if they talked to them or had any interactions with them on the boat.
Yeah, Aether too. Yeah, that's a good idea.
does sorry, does these
but other than that, that's just the only other thing that I wanted to bring up was just that note, the RT to VH, the one more drift and we risk splitting the anchor moving fast. I'm trying to, is that something that we're missing here? Like the splitting, like one more drift and we risk splitting the anchor? Drift of what? Is that drift of?
I don't think this anchor is the sea related anchor.
Okay, you think
they
it's
are
like some like a magical anchor or something?
I think it's the
yes.
seal. Because these crystals were made to break the seal.
Yeah.
The same they found, they were going to be two more placed in two other places.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think it's anything related to the docks necessarily.
Okay.
Do these ledgers have timestamps on each individual's log?
And it's any of the people that haven't checked out from Daggerfall.
He flips back through the book. Previous days, everybody's got an X all the way back for the last several weeks, except for the 1, 2, 3, 4 that are currently on there. There's only 4 current Daggerfallians that are still within the town.
Okay. And sorry, like I said, are there timestamps on these guys? Like
not timestamps in themselves, but they are written in order of arrival. You ask about timestamps, and she goes, normally we get 2 to 3 boats a day coming through. Usually, at most 5 people per boat. Random times we don't regard the time. We're just more concerned that when they're done with their business, they leave.
Okay, so I guess still Ketra is the most likely to be on the boat with one of our suspects from this ledger. So if we can find where Sil Ketra is staying, yeah.
Feldic will say we should see if we can investigate all of them. There's no reason that the cultists would travel on the same ship. They might
no,
I think
it will be preferable to investigate all of them. It's just that we are on a time crunch, and we have no clue how long it's going to take. We also need to leave for Daggerfall. I think Silketra should be like the first person we check, but then we can keep on going if we have time, you know?
Does it say what their purpose for entry is?
Um,
Is it pleasure or specific task?
no, we don't keep track of that. I do know that several of these make regular passage, like once a week. And that would be why she flips back through the book for those that have made multiple passages recently. Um, these 5 make regular trips, bringing goods and delivering them to the shops in town to sell. The rest appear to be one-offs, at least going back the last couple weeks. Anyone in particular you're looking at?
I'm personally interested in, well,
Yeah, none of
Varric.
the names match for still being here.
No, but Varric Hollowweave has the
Oh,
initials.
yeah. I actually missed that. Yeah.
So what do you got on Varric?
Oh no, Varric left. Varnick left.
They've left. Um.
Right.
But he that Varnick Hollowweave, he brings goods to sell at the clothing shop in town. He's a tailor from Daggerfall, from what I remember.
Quick question. Can I check this ledger to see if it has illusory script like before? Can I make a
Okay,
check for it?
that would be a good idea. We're gonna so you just want to do a quick detect magic?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, don't cast it
I still
because
have
I
it.
don't want to blow up the screen. No, there is no magic at all on this ledger.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would like to check each one of these people that haven't left this place yet, but I think we should start with Sil, Ketra.
We could always split the party.
Yeah, I say let's start with that one. I mean, there's only there's 3 people here that we could talk to, really.
4.
I mean, Nesra arrived today might not necessarily have as good of answers, but I agree we should start with the 3 people from yesterday who are still here. So it doesn't matter.
She goes and well, I wasn't on watch yesterday, but here, let me go get my partner. She does go and grab somebody else from the inside of the shack. These gentlemen are looking for information about some of our visitors from yesterday. And he goes, which ones you asking about? See if I remember anything about them.
Start with Sil Ketra. Are we just gonna ask about the people who are here?
I mean, for starters, we can do that.
So first one you asked about is Silcatra. Let's see. Oh, yep. She came in on the. Oh yeah, she came in on the first boat. I think she had a big bag of mushrooms. You may want to check the fungal merchants on Merchants Row if you they may have more information about her. And any others?
Athamern, Brenna Koiru, and Nessa Kijit.
Oh, Atha, yeah, she was on the first boat too. Yeah, she used to be a resident here. Check over at the Lantern Hook watch post. That's where she used to be stationed when she lived here. And I'm gonna put her name there. That would be Atha. And then I'm going to Control C, Control V. This was Sil. Did I spell it right? Yep. For don't know about that Brynna. I recognize the people that were on that last boat to arrive. There's X's there. I didn't recognize any of them leaving last night. They must have left in the morning. I don't quite remember the Brynna, but and then the original one comes back and goes. And this Nestra, yeah, she came in on the boat this morning. She's the only one that didn't leave on the boat that left at noon. I do remember that her hair was very, very white, like it was bleached. And she was wearing some sort of spectacles on her face. That's all I remember about her.
Let's see. I assume that the location of where these people who are still in this place, like where they are staying, is not something you can provide.
Unfortunately, no. We just keep records when they come in and out of town. Just if anything goes down, we know how many of the dang Daggerfallians are still in town. Really easy. We just close the gate to the dock and we send the city watch out. And it doesn't take long to route them out if necessary.
Right. Well, if these people are coming from outside, unless they know someone living in here, they will probably stay in a tavern. So, do we want to go to the nearest tavern and ask for the names? What do you all think?
Yeah, I think that works that's fine with me. I'm not sure where else we would go to get information on these people besides the tavern.
Two specific places is the watch post or the Drift Grove stall where they sell the fabrics, and the watch post is where the other person used to live.
Maybe we go to the stall first, the watch post, and then the tavern in that order. Just the tavern can kind of fill in hopefully any cracks that we don't get answers for.
All right.
So we head to the Drift Grove stall then. Talk to Sil.
Okay. We're going to advance some time to get you guys there. The Drift Grove stall, you see all sorts of fungal type items that are being sold here. Lichens, mosses, mushrooms, some glowing with some sort of residual bioluminescence in them. as you approach, you can definitely tell that this is a busy shop. Basically a stall in the shop district. You see one individual behind, and you see another one that is packing stuff up. Looks like she's packing a big bag worth of stuff up to head out somewhere. And you approach the shop, and what do you do? What do you talk to?
Felzik, Vezzer, Richter, one of you guys want to take lead? Charisma's not really my thing. I know it doesn't seem that way sometimes, but
It's not really mine either, but
it's not mine either.
Felzik has no problem doing the talking. Yeah, he would approach the stall, feigning as a interested customer to begin with, just looking at the wares in awe, half pretending, half serious about it.
You see, besides the mushrooms, that as you get closer to the table, you see glass jars and vials that are various colors. Some stuff seems like it's just powdered. Other things look like they've been mixed into gels. How may I help you? This older mycanoid type creature still has some a lot of humanoid properties, but there, it does have the fungal growths kind of growing out of it. Interested in any of our salves, concoctions, hallucinogenics?
Felzik will say, "Oh yes, very. This looks very quality stuff. Do you make these yourself? Do you gather them yourself, or are they sold to you?"
Oh, she points over to a shorter, almost top side. It would be like gnomish individual, but this one's got mottled violet skin with amber eyes. Oh, still brings most of the stuff to me. And then we brew the stuff up together, and then she goes back out and gets more supplies for us.
In mid-conversation, he's gonna telepathically send to Vezzer, ask him if Seal has any magic on her.
Will detect magic still be up?
If you
So
were
I
doing,
think it's
yeah,
a
if you
10
did
minute.
detect magic at the pier, and it's good for, and detect magic's good for an hour.
I think it's. Let me check.
Just don't cast it again. I don't want to blow things up.
It's a 10-minute duration.
Nope. So you can go ahead and cast it again if you desire.
I'm running out of spell slots. Okay. I'll
Wait,
cast it.
it's detect magic, right? All we gotta do is buy time, right? So you
You can
for
do it
like 10 minutes,
ritually.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I
10
can do
minutes
it
time.
ritually. It
Yeah.
just means like I'm gonna sitting at this place for 10 minutes. So they might be like, get out of my place.
No, Felzik has no problem putting 10 minutes of window shop, and if that's what you tell him to do, he can do it just fine. If you want to cast it as a ritual.
Easy. Yeah.
Like I said, it's asking questions, but he does have a serious interest in any type of goods down here. So 10 minutes window shopping is enough.
Okay. 10 minutes of window shopping. And with your 10 minutes of window shopping, I will give you a if I can find my obsidian. Did I just close obsidian? No, I didn't. I will give you images of what you are able to see there. And I'm going to put that in a journal for you. Even though it says session 7, I'm just going to add a new page to that. And we called this Driftwood Grove. And we're going to go Control V. We're going to hit save. And I can now click it as a picture. These are the items that are for sale there. And you can, we'll say over the 10-minute flavor time period, you ask about each of these things, and she describes what each of the things does that she has for sale. And with that, there is, with the exception of the magical properties in these jars and vials, there is nothing particularly magical on Phil or the individual that is selling stuff at this shop.
All right. Do we? He will ask the group telepathically if we still want to talk to Sildon. If she is not showing any magics of illusion, it might be safer to rule her out as a suspect.
I mean, the question is, does that rule her out as a suspect, even if she's not showing any signs of illusion right now?
That is also a good question.
Can you do
Like
your
she-
detect magic thing? Detect thoughts thing?
He could. So I can only cast. He'll say I can only cast that magic once more today. I want to use it on someone that we are sure of.
Yeah, I think somebody more important would be a better use of that than this.
Or someone more suspicious.
I mean, we could always come back if we think the other people seem less suspicious than this person.
That is also true. As a sign of things, before we leave, he'll buy the koi root charm.
I'm about to say, man, that would be interesting. What is that? What is that?
There's a few things that I would like to know what the bait is for the dry flask or shimmer fungus, but yeah, he'll end up buying the koi root charm for 25 gold.
Okay, so go ahead and take that 25 gold, and I will create a coil root charm.
And I'll make sure this is topside gold too, so it is extra valuable.
What are glyph anchored? It's a glyph. That's what it said, right? Glyph anchored items. It resonates with.
It basically active ley lines. The deep dark was used in the past to harvest aether glass. Those are the types of things that it would resonate near, would be aether glass type deposits.
Well, that's good because we're still looking for some of that down here, right?
Yes,
That's
you
part of the
are. And copy and paste.
That's a callback.
And we'll click save. And that was Felzik that bought the coil root charm?
Yeah.
Okay. And coil root charm goes on to Felzik. And I am going to, since this token was out here before I changed your token, we are going to, we're going to swap your token out on this scene. Put your new one out there.
Thank you.
Nice.
Well, anything else interest any of you? They're the finest fungal items you'll find here in Blackwater Crossing.
It looks like we're going to be just fine. Thank you, though.
Okay, no problems. And the next location you guys are going to, or next person you're going to try to find.
Here is Ethan, the watch post, the Lantern Hook watch post. Her old residence.
Okay. You guys are easily able to find, based off of the description, the location that they were talking about. You see middle-aged human female meets the description of what you got from the docks. She's leaning on a lantern pike. Her gaze is fixed on nothing in particular as you arrive to the watch post. How may I help you? Not many visitors to the watch post we get here.
Yes, we are just surface travelers taking in the sights of this grand city. None of us have been to an Underdark settlement, so we wanted to explore every inch of it.
I used to live here until my sister died, and I had to go take care of me mother in Daggerfall Hollow. But how may I assist you?
Mentally the same thing. If you could cast detect magic to check her.
Yeah. No magic on her. I'm gonna go ahead and advance the clock 10 minutes for the time as you guys do minor small chat with her. No detect magic.
You came from Daggerfall Hollow yesterday. You were on the boat.
Yeah, yesterday morning I came to collect the rest of my belongings. I thought it was going to be just a short stay of a week or so, but me ma wants me back there regularly, so I'm packing up all me stuff to head back there permanently.
Okay. Anything? Did you see anything off or unusual while you were on the boat or the ferry ride?
Oh, it was early morning ride. Saw shadows on the water, not the kind cast by flame. As we were approaching, I saw a skiff drift out with no sound, just the wake. No faces, just a small lantern on it. It seemed to be flickering wrong. I just thought it was, it looked like one of the boats leaving port, but it wasn't coming from quite the right direction. But again, I'm no longer a watch, so that ain't my job no more.
Were there any couriers on the boat that you noticed?
No, I saw a tailor and one of the fungal collectors on the boat. Didn't recognize any couriers. None of them had any courier badges.
And last question: did you know Dornal Sile personally?
The name doesn't sound familiar to me. Don't recognize it.
Sounds like Vezir. Richter, you guys got anything here?
Nothing for her.
Yeah,
You have any?
I'm good to go.
Can I just do an insight check on her?
Go.
Just to see if she's telling the truth about her, alibi.
Yeah, this is gonna be a boom. Yeah, she seems detached, but everything she's said seems to be truthful from her. She is distracted.
Is there any psychedelic ingestions around her? Is she tripping on shrooms or something?
It does not appear like that. It's just that just distracted, probably from having to deal with moving back and forth right now.
That's right.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that we might want to ask of this person.
Yeah, me neither.
And there's no. Is there any like this watchtower is where Donald Sile was here too, or is this something else that I'm getting confused?
No, this watchtower is just a watchtower that looks over the lake. This would be where the guards would be staying if they're not on watch at the watch hut.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all I got then. I guess we head to the tavern then to see if we can get some more answers. And
yeah,
I mean, between this and the last person I talked to, I feel like we still have a couple more people, right?
yeah, it could be that that no one else on the ship was part of the cult, and the only cult person had left already.
Yeah.
Because we did see
Okay.
their sign out.
Well, I mean, even if someone, even if they're not cultists, if someone spend time in the same boat as them, we can still ask them like what kind of impressions you had and all that, how they look like.
So you're looking for Brenna now?
We were going to go to the tavern because location for the other two wasn't displayed or wasn't told to us, right?
No, you were given. Yeah, the other two weren't given specifics about locations for those.
Yeah. So it would just be to the tavern, see if we get any information, and swing back by the courier place just to check if the sting operation worked or not.
Okay, we'll go through, and I am going to, let's go here. Okay, and Eric, did you see that roll?
Sorry, the insight?
No,
roll?
the one I just put in chat. I had you selected. I want to make sure you didn't see it. I did a blind roll.
No, I don't see anything.
Okay.
The last thing I see is the insight check I made.
Okay. Good. So that's good for me to know because I just rolling something for RP purposes. Nothing seems to have happened at the courier place as you go by. What I am going to do, though, is there are several inns and taverns throughout town. What we're going to do is we're just going to basically say you guys pop your heads in, look, see if there's anything out of the ordinary type of thing.
Or if any of the names are recognizable.
Okay. So we're going to go to the first like everybody to roll that one for Tavern 1.
Oh, but That dice over there blocked my 14.
So we're just waiting on a Vezir, and Vezir gives us that. Belzik. As you're asking around and you guys are looking at that first tavern, you do notice that there is one individual that does have bleached white hair, kind of matching the description of Nesra that was given to you.
He would point that out. That may be her. I don't know anyone else who could possibly have that color hair and match the description.
Ezra?
One of the people that were on the boat. He will ask Vezir again with detect magic. We could pretend to sit at the bar and you
Yep, that's fine.
cast a spell.
Okay. Let me go back to my list of names. She was on this morning's boat. No magic coming from her. There are other customers that have faint enchantments on them, but nothing coming from her.
Okay, feign enchantment.
But nothing from her, just from other customers that are in the bar.
All right. So yeah, nothing to be directly concerned about.
It's possible that she is also dead end, but if we want to ask about the ask her if she noticed anything suspicious about Syl, we could try that.
She was not on the boat with her.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong person. The
Yeah.
next one.
Nesra Kiltz is the one that you believe you have, and she came on the boat today on the 7th.
Yeah, never mind. He'll say the opposite. Like, she was not on the same boat, so I doubt she would know anything about the possible cultist.
And the other names that you guys are, you go talk about with the tavern owner, none of them are recognizable, with the exception of Atha Mirren, who's the one that you had just talked to. Yeah, she's a fine young lass. She used to come in here regularly, but since she moved to Daggerfall Hollow, I haven't seen her. And that's the information you're able to find out at the first bar that you check out. Let's do Tavern 2.
Oh, yeah. Big nat 20 there, boys. I see the murderer hanging out.
I'm just not gonna roll anymore, guys.
Ferric, you see one individual that's out of place as far as clothing wise goes here. She is wearing rust-stained leathers. She's got a pouch on her that's got a bunch of keys that jingle as she moves. She's older, dwarvish, stocky, blunt. Her fingers are calloused. She's got a club off to her side. But she looks out of place here compared to everybody else.
Ferric looks at the party, kind of points out this person, and looks over at Felzik. Felzik, I believe this may be an opportunity for us to gather some leads with this person in the corner. Would you be able to take lead?
Feldic will give a salute and march on over there.
What's up, little one? As she is not much taller than you, being the short, stocky, blunt dwarf that she is. But she's probably got a good 60 to 70 pounds on you.
He 1 second. Call me right as I went to use the bathroom. Give me a description of her one more time, please.
She is right there. She has rust-stained leathers. She's got a pouch that has a bunch of keys hanging off it that jingle like wind chimes. Her fingers are calloused. As you get closer, you notice some tattoos on the backs of her fingers. She has a club. It looks to be like slightly greasy, attached to her waist. She just seems out of place. Something seemed off about her when you, she doesn't look like a regular. She's off by herself where everybody else is talking with people, in groups. She just seems out of place.
Yeah, so Feldic will come, hopefully accompanied by the party. And when they approach, he will ask, is there room at the table for fellow outcasts? We come from the surface, and people have been keeping their distance from us.
As you say, from the surface, she gets a nice little smile. Haven't seen anybody from the surface in nigh on half a century. Well, yeah, we are welcome to join me here.
As he takes his seat, he'll say, and that is kind of the reason why we're down here, to see if we can make travel between the two more common. We are emissaries from the top to make contact with the leaders at Daggerfall.
Came from there last night, I did.
This would be nice to detect magic right now.
You said you came from Daggerfall yesterday. Were you on one of the ferry rides over?
Oh yeah, there was I think 5 of us came across.
Anything unusual about the other passengers?
Let's see. Well, they had there was a older one. Didn't say a word, just kept tapping that damn boot of his. Then there was one. Oh, her boots were like, ugh. She had a satchel, heavy stitched, grimy boots she had on her. The other gentleman there, very quiet, sat near the front, didn't say much, kept watching the water like it, might blink first. He was wearing a miner's coat, but he didn't smell like the salt pits. He carried some sort of bundle wrapped tighter than a priest's morals. No emblems on it or anything like that. And then the last one, she kept talking about some cousin she's meeting here in Blackwater. Swore he owed her some gold and a goat. She drank half my flask and tried to haggle passage back before we even docked.
I think.
Go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
He'll take out the package, have it still sealed so she doesn't see what's the inside, and is going to ask, did any of them, the man or the woman with the satchel, carry anything like this?
Oh yeah, that the lady with the grimy boots. That kind of looks like the satchel she had.
Do you have any more information about this lady with the grimy boots besides the state of her footwear?
She seemed kind of like with that older gentleman. They they paid double, and they were the first ones to jump off the boat. Said something about finishing the route, whatever the hell that means.
Feldick is going to say that we are looking for those individuals. They may have been related to a triple homicide that we were framed for, but declare our name on. But these could be very dangerous individuals looking to bring.
Oops, I lost my headset. I'm gonna have to plug it back in, and hopefully I can get sound back to you guys when I plug it back in.
All right, I'm gonna politely ask as nice as I can if I could detect thoughts, and I'm going to see if I can get the image.
And let me go to Discord again. Let's see. And let's go to Discord. Voice and video. USB. See, problem is half the time Discord recognizes I have the new headset and half the time it doesn't. Oh. Close and try it again. Come on. I am going to log out of Discord really quick and then try to log back in if I can figure out how to get Discord to actually close. Because it is not in that bar. Maybe it is closed. It's not closed, but it's not showing up in it's not showing up in the taskbar. And I know I'm still in Discord because I can see the reactive things. Let's see. Why does Discord not show in the taskbar? I can hear you, which is odd. I shouldn't be hearing you. Let's can one of you talk to make sure I'm
bottom right corner?
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not seeing it in the bottom right corner. That's what's odd. It doesn't show up there,
where you would pull up all the little tiny
Yep, it's not there. Oops. And now I heard a click. Let's hope everything stays. Yep. Discord for some reason is not showing. Oh. It's a different symbol than I'm used to seeing. I'm not. Okay. So I am seeing you in. Okay. Why do I keep on getting click sounds? Can one of you talk again to make sure it's coming through OBS?
Okay. Voice check.
It is going through. So go ahead and let's continue now that I can hear you again.
Feldick will say, those people we are looking for, though they might have already left, they are responsible for a triple homicide that took place just yesterday.
Actually, it took place this morning, I thought.
This morning, yes. Sorry. He said this morning.
Heard some rumors about that, but again, I don't. I'm not. First time I ever seen him was coming across the boat yesterday with them.
But that is very helpful if you we don't even know how they look, but since you have seen them, you do. With your permission, I would like you to allow me to see it through your mind so I can get a visual image of them. So that we can tell the guards to be aware, to put up signs, to be wary of them. If you allow, of course. Could save many people.
Play with me mind. Ooh, that sounds like scary.
I would not ask in any other circumstance, but 3 people are already dead. And may have already left the city. If we could contact Daggerful with their descriptions, you could save other people from meeting the same fate. Can I try to do a persuasion roll to win her?
This is gonna be a yeah, let me come on.
Quick, hold her down, everybody.
He has to make out with him to get all the information.
God, crazy. We're going back to jail, guys.
Yeah, right.
Can I give the help action possibly on whatever check this is?
Yes, I will let you do that.
You gotta direct it to Felzik, not Varric.
Oh, sorry. We will do it.
Did poke at me mind? All right, big money, big money. Help action?
Yes,
help action.
You got advantage, bud.
All right, advantages. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. There we go.
So, what you get with that, yeah, as long as it doesn't hurt.
It definitely does not hurt. It may feel odd and ticklish, but it will not cause you any harm. And he's going to use his last spell slot for right now to cast Detect Thoughts and probe her mind for a mental image of these nefarious characters.
Okay, I will go in the order that she described them. Actually, I am going to... Nope, we're not going to do it that way. I'm going to use that just to see what we got here. Okay, that goes through. You see a tall, robed, and very still figure, cloaked in deep violet. His fingers are stained with something darker than ink. He has a chipped prayer wheel on a faint gleam of a glyph stone sewn into his left cuff. Something is odd. His breathing seems far too mechanical. It's like he's breathing in a rhythm. 3 counts in, 3 counts out, 3 counts in, 3 counts out. He's staring at the others just long enough that they appear to sense unease, and then he goes to the next person and just keeps on cycling through. You also see a wiry, pale-skinned dwarf with miner's boots with hands that appear very clean. He's wearing a worn canvas coat with reinforced seams. And he has some sort of charm, appears to be carved from obsidian around his neck. Appears to be that he's like chewing on something continuously through there. Then you see a mid-40s human woman with tangled auburn hair in a patch shawl that smells faintly of boiled root wine. Her boots are scuffed from too many markets. She's carrying 2 satchels, neither of them particularly guarded. And then the final, slender, stooped human female. Her hair is braided with lichen strands, and she has some sort of mirrored lenses over her eyes that reflect no light. She has a heavy oilskin cloak covering most of her form. You catch some glimpses of tattoos curling up around her neck. She does have a courier badge and a courier satchel on her. And I would like you, Felzik, to roll a D100.
D100.
And the second I had, gonna have to get a new USB cable because it keeps on. And as you go to break contact, that is the last thought you see / hear.
Was that said in all or specifically me?
No, that's you. That was a whisper to you.
So he'll say this out loud to everyone as the spell breaks in, if it's possible. Unless there's some force preventing me.
She looks at you when you say that, and you see fear in her eyes.
What about her thoughts?
Oh no, her that was her thought.
Oh, as I was breaking the spell. Okay, I get you. My bad.
Yeah, as you were breaking the spell, that is the last thought that came through to you. After she described the 4 individuals on the boat with her. It's like it slipped through that she was trying to hide it from you, but you were able to sense it. It wasn't deep enough. So did you actually say it out loud?
D2 I will. D2.
Okay. So
okay, no. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, no.
Yeah, so that we have a full understanding. That was a thought that was just below the surface, but it came through as you were breaking the connection from the detect thoughts, from the initial surface thought check. So you do know that there's possibility of something else.
Yeah, that she may be connected to them. Yeah, because she knew the names already of one of the people. We never mentioned a name.
So we should.
Yeah. So telepathically, he will tell everyone in the party her final word. That she is connected to them. She knew one of the names of the people, and we never said the name. She is definitely a suspect.
I will subtly kind of. Where are we right now?
You're at one of the inns in town.
Okay, I will. Where in the inn are we? We're at a table.
You're at a table with her. She was sitting by herself, and you guys joined her. She welcomed you.
I will walk around the backside of her chair. Just to prepare, you know.
It might be better to not overplay our hand here and let her lead us to this person unaware, other people unaware of what's going on, maybe, or should we try to just interrogate her? I guess goes down to.
Felix will say, "Well, I can make her sweat a little bit more and see if she reveals more." And he'll start silent imaging each of the people one by one and confirming with her that this is who she saw. Each of the figures on the ship that I saw through in her mind.
She nods at each of them. Yes, those were the ones on the boat with me.
Any growing signs of panic as she is
I would. We're gonna go here and helps if you have the right token selected before you click the mouse button. Enter does not work there.
let's go with insight. Yeah. Yucky.
You really can't tell. She nods the same at each of them as you provide each of the images.
So when I get to Sella. One of them, the one that she identified as Sella, when I get to that one, I will ask her, and is this what Sella looked like?
Immediately she says, "Yep." That's Sella. And then you see the look on her face like, uh-oh, I just revealed something I wasn't supposed to. Because she said she'd never seen the four of them before.
And he'll say, okay, all right. You have been a great help in stopping these murderers from doing more crimes. We will make sure that you get all the credit for when we make their faces public. You will be well known.
She, when you say that, she goes to push back from the table and goes to leave.
He's gonna say, "What? There's a reward for this. Don't you want the reward?"
I need to know what each of the party members is doing as she basically grabs her stuff, puts her right hand on the club that's on her belt, and attempts to pull it off her belt as she's standing up to get away from the table.
Ferric is going to attempt to stop her and say, I think it's best if you sit down and not leave at the moment, miss.
Intimidation or athletics?
Intimidation.
Okay, I'm going to... Probably going to be too difficult.
Man, I wish somebody else was doing this check besides me.
Oops, I put it in as the wrong thing. Let me hit delete. We're going to try that one more time. And it didn't put the right DC in anyway.
I will also be besides Ferric nearby.
Is that your way trying to give me the help action, or is that
yeah,
go ahead and
I'll
go ahead and do it
check
one more time, Ferric. See if you can make it through.
Probably not. Oh. I got it.
Yes, much better on that, on the help there. As you stand in front of her, she kind of thinks and goes to sit back down in the chair. Dejected look on her face. worries, guilt, pain. You don't know which.
Felzik will say, okay, now let's continue this. Let's start asking some of the more heavier questions now.
So, you asking verbally, or are you doing the deeper delve?
Well, the spell ended. I can't cast it again. So,
How long was the spell?
the spell is up to 1 minute.
Okay, got it.
So I'm pretty sure it would be over.
Yeah, the spell
right
would
now.
be gone. Yeah.
But let me see features. I think I have a feature that allows me to. All right, yeah. What level are we? 3.
Yes.
Magical cunning to spend a minute to regain a spell slot.
That's right. That's what I use on my warlock.
So he's gonna take a minute just staring at her, and he's gonna say, let's do this again, but with some deeper questions now. And no lying. I can tell if you're lying. And he's gonna cast it once again.
So, you now definitely know that she feels that she has betrayed something. Definite worry for her own life. She believes that oh crap, I let them know I know her. I probably going to be the next one with a dagger in me back. The thoughts you get of the journey, I don't want to touch the bag, not with it humming like that. It felt cold, but not normal cold, like memory freezing in layers. You see one of the crystals slip out of the satchel. It hits the boat floor. Sounded like wind through bone. You see Sella snap. Just one word, bind. The satchel pulses. The crystal she picks up and she puts it in her cloak and not in the satchel. You swear that you see the crystal flicker a little bit as she puts it in the satchel. Then you hear Brenna's thoughts as she's looking at it. Oh, shroud glass. That's what it was. The real kind, not the diluted scraps that we normally see. This looked wet cut, mined, fresh.
The piece that was dropped looks like the pieces inside here, or
That is correct. There were originally 3 pieces in the satchel. One of the pieces came out. You don't know if it slipped out on its own because of the way the memory was. The memory you see, you heard a clink, you look down, there was one of the crystals on the ground, and you saw her put it in her cloak and not in the satchel when she said bind and to latch the satchel.
And the box has not done any sort of humming like in the memory whatsoever. So
that is correct.
All right. Veldig will say, if you are honest and tell us all the information that we asked for, we can promise to bring you up to the surface where no of the cultists would kill you. We can set you up with a new life. You'll never have to deal with them again. That is only for as far as you can help us.
Ah. But they'll be all over me back. I don't trust, I don't recognize you, and how far
You
is
will be
this
coming-
surface away?
You will be coming with us. The service is a few days away, but they will not be able to track us once we leave the city. It is either that or take your chances with the cult after they find out what you have told us. I would bet on us if I wanted to live.
Well, I ain't no zealot. I just do logistics. You get me off this lake, off this rock, up to the surface where they don't write names in blood spirals, and yeah, I'll help you. I want a
You
real
have to
route
help.
out, not some rope bridge to another dead chamber. I want wind, sun, and a name not tied to this.
We can promise you that, but you would need to help us now while we are down here. Then we can promise you a fresh start above.
What do you mean promise to help while we're down here? If I'm gonna go, I need to go now. I don't trust my life now that if they find out I've disclosed anything.
Feldic will say we need information about their whereabouts, their base of operations, if here and in Daggerfall, and put a stop to whatever plans that they are trying to do.
You speak the word Daggerfall, and any color she had in her face goes pure white. I won't go to that. I won't go back. I won't go back to Daggerfall now that I've told things. Can we go somewhere more private?
Feldic will nod to that.
Does she say that out loud to everybody,
Yes.
or is that just a,
Yes.
why can't? Is that because you will is the main base of operations in Daggerfall?
We need to go to somewhere more private.
I think that works for us. Can we go? Yeah. Team, what do we think? Just
A secondary location. Yeah, that's fine.
we can take her back to the inn. The cleric's residence, I think maybe even better. There would be less eyes on us. I'm sorry, the paladin's residence. She ended up leaving, right? So her home is vacant.
Yes.
Yeah, that probably would be the best place to go right now. So no wandering eyes that know we're at the tavern see us interacting with this lady.
Okay, you make your way back to Yagra's location with her. She looks the Brenna keeps on looking over her shoulder as you guys are walking through town to get there. And you make it back into the hut. When you get in there, she checks around the furniture and everything that's in there. There wasn't a lot there because there were just the sleeping mats and some floor cushions, as well as the table and the teapots that are still left in there. She looks at whoever asked about Daggerfall Hollow being the thing. Don't speak that name out loud. Yes, it is the base of operation for the root coils. I can't go back there if there's any hint at all that I was questioned by anybody.
Well, it's
The
either you
deck-
come with us there, or you can stay in custody here with the leaders of this village.
If Oh.
Do not think that your sins will go unnoticed since you are a follower of Orcus.
And she says, I'm no zealot. I just do logistics and Ferric, even or odd.
Guess what? Doing logistics still means you are supporting them. That's no excuse.
Ferric, even or odd.
Even.
Good or bad?
Bad.
So even is bad for your situation. I don't feel comfortable staying in a prison, and I will not go back to Daggerfall with you. So do what you will. And
Feldic will interrupt and say, "You do not have to pick either. We will personally escort you back to the top if we can settle the problem here."
But you said to settle this problem, you need to go to Daggerfall, and I refuse to go. The only way I will go is dead, because that's the way I'll be if I ever step foot in there after talking to you.
We do not need to go to Daggerfall. We can tell the leaders of this place, and they can set up to seize the basis of operations. But we need you to tell us where they're located at.
Okie dokie do. She is going to give you the name of the location. Their meeting place is called the Black Echo Vault, and it is, let me go to locations. Located below the Chapel of Falling Stars.
And this is for their base of operation within Daggerfall Hollow, right?
That is the headquarters for the Root Whale Smugglers. That's the group that she knows that Sella works for.
Is Rootcoil Smugglers a name we do know?
No, it is not a name you have heard before, but she mentions it.
He Felzik will look a little taken back and is gonna say, "But what about the Black Sepulchre?"
That I don't know about. All I know is the name, the Recoil Smugglers. You can't miss their mark. It's a serpent coiled around a dagger or a short sword. And you mentioned Black Sepulchre. They do appear to be cultish. Maybe they are attached to them somehow, but I've never heard of direct cultish ties. These just seem to be patient and very secretive. Like I said, I just run logistics. I make sure paths are open where they need to be. And then the keys that are on, she reaches down and jingles the keys that are on her key ring on her belts.
Um. Is there, man? Does the Root Collar Smugglers have a place of meeting here?
Not that I know of. Like I said, their headquarters is in Daggerfall Hollow. I do know that they have operations here. They've operated out of here, Daggerfall Hollow, Dark Spire Refuge, Duskwell Cavern, and Shadewarren Outpost. But the actual headquarters itself is in Daggerfall Hollow. I do know they have buildings, some sort of hideouts. I don't know exactly what they are, but I do know they have safe houses or something similar to that in Dark Spire Refuge and Shadewarren Outpost.
I get the feeling we are going to have to go to Daggerfall Hollow no matter what, Felzik, if you're trying to
No,
get us a way to avoid it.
No, Felzik could say we have all intention of going there. I want to know if we needed to tell Baelgrim about any hive within this place too.
It's a very good point. It's a very good point.
I think we have all intention of going forward with to Daggerfall Hollow. Anyone have any other questions?
I'm good. I mean, seems like we got as thorough as we can be.
I mean, I personally don't think we should leave this lady just here. What's to say she's not going to just turn around and immediately go back and be like, "Hey guys, please forgive me. I just told all our business to these people. Go murder them for me."
Felzik will say, I agree with you. I don't have any intention of letting her just wander around.
I think we should bring her to. I mean, if she's forthcoming, I just don't know if we can't have like the Paladin Watcher here, right? Or somebody that we trust that's not, because if we give her to Teller and Baelgrim, they're just gonna put her in jail probably.
You do know that Tim and Yigra are still in town. They're probably at the chapel right now, dealing with the aftermath of what, you guys coming back out of the stuff.
Maybe we have them watch her, and then we keep going about our business, just to make sure that she doesn't do anything fishy.
Okay. How many days do we have?
Again, you've got 2 extra days of slop. You have 13 days until you need to be in Conda.
All right.
That's assuming you go. So that's assuming 1 day of travel to Daggerfall Hollow, 2 days there, and then 4 days to get back to Mount Crystal Spire, and then traveling back, you have 2 days of slop in that.
I think we should head to Daggerfall Hollow today. We should tell Baelgrim and Teller all that we have found out, and tell them where we plan on heading to within Daggerfall Hollow. But I do think that we have done everything we can within here. If you went to give her over to the Paladin, I don't see anything against that, but I also don't see any reason to do that. She has committed a crime, and if she is jailed for it, that is just what happens.
What does others think? Richter?
I halfway just went to
He was a killer.
Take this lady in. Slap some manacles on her and haul her up to where we need to go. Though, does that? Am I at? Let me look. I'm sorry. I need to check where there's alignment. I guess. If we're gonna put that down on the sheet.
I don't know if we did. Nope, it's not on there.
I don't see it.
Yeah, you've got on there true neutral.
True neutral. Okay, yeah. Well. Yeah, I just kind of want to take her where we need to go.
Okay. What about you then, Ferric? You might be muted if you're speaking.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
So they're talking about turning her over to the cops or whatever. What are your thoughts about? She adamantly says she will not go to Daggerfall Hollow. She's expecting you to take her to the surface. She wants to go immediately.
Well, we can't go immediately to the surface right now, obviously. I mean, Ferric, I personally would, in character, he would want to turn her in since she is associated with the cult and wouldn't want her as like a fixture in the party, even if it's like a only temporary basis, because he can't trust her at all.
Felix thinks the same thing, and he does not want to attach her to the paladin either for extra heat on her. He does not believe this lady is worth saving in any sense of the word to give someone else a harder time.
I mean, we got the information we needed from her, right? We don't
Yeah.
actually need anything, so we could just screw her over.
That's not what Felzik was saying, but that is what he was heavily hinting this entire time.
We don't need any more information from her? Okay. I mean, that's
Moments like these, you need a chaotic neutral barbarian to start fucking shit up, huh?
if we don't need her anymore, then her options to go back to the surface is literally to come with us. Otherwise, she can stay here and hopefully when we come back through, she's not dead. At least not tied up.
Here's what I'm going to do. We are going to, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Ferric, you're the only one that may use guidance. We're going to hit control. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the total sum of these die rolls. And if it is that would be 60 minus 8, a 52 or higher. That's what you're shooting for out of these die rolls. And Ferric, you may guide yourself on this. You may choose either persuasion or intimidation.
To bring her here, or to bring her with us?
Well, to take her with you, that's the type of thing we're talking about.
I personally think we should just dump her off at the.
Well, I still need you to roll this so I know how to play what she's gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for an average of 14. It doesn't look like it unless Ferric busts out a nat 20. Let's do another one today, Ferric.
All right. You got already that many.
Sorry about that. My dice rolls taking so long.
Nope.
Ooh, not that good.
Alright.
7.
That's not good.
And why did my D4 not go through?
It did. I saw it.
+3. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I went through to secret for some reason. She hears you guys discussing amongst yourselves. She does become nervous. She looks at you, Ferric. If you make a binding promise to your god, I will agree to go into custody while you go to Daggerfall.
And what exactly kind of promise are you asking?
I want a divine oath that you will take me to the surface when you are done in Daggerfall. Otherwise, I'll take my chances as they are. Whether I take the knife in the back here in this building, or I take it out in town, that's the way I see my options.
I will not stand to walk side by side with the follower of Orcus. I don't know about the rest of the party, but you can die for all I care here in the wallows of the Underdark.
So like, I can't promise on a god, but I promise. I still make the same promise. I don't see no reason why we couldn't pick you back up.
I do agree with my friend here. We can take you to the surface, but if you don't, I feel like it'd be safer if you came with us. If you don't want to come with us and you'd rather stay here, you better find a nice hidey hole and know when to come back out of it when we come by, because we won't.
I feel like we are way too concerned about this lady's safety. She's a follower of Orcus. Like, I could really care less what happens to her. Like,
All right,
I just want to hear what she says. I mean, it's the ball's in her court. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think the easiest choice for us, because we cannot let this woman slow us. The easiest choice for us is we take them to Teller and Tarsk and let them take care of it. And maybe
Would like all of you to roll that die?
What the hell?
I was gonna say I will do everything in my power to make sure that you see the sunlight. Even if boom, fireball activated.
You die.
So she reaches into her jacket. She pulls something out and tries to put it in her mouth. Felzik and Richter, you're the only ones quick enough to stop her if you want to.
Yeah, I want that item. What's she about to? I don't want it.
I'm a loot goblin. You should have chosen goblin. You should have chosen a goblin as your race.
So you're
perfectly fine with her cyaniding herself. So Richter wants to stop her.
Yeah, I'll stop. Stop.
So what we are going to do is Richter. We're gonna do that. Oops, that's the wrong way to do this. I know I'm putting it up as Marnie.
I'm about to accident search knock this bitch out. I mean, this lady out. Strength ability check. Check. Okay.
I know it's showing up as Marnie on my end, so just go ahead and click that die.
Okay. Okay, now we're finally rolling in my favor.
You grab her wrist and stop it just before she's able to get whatever she's trying to put into her mouth. And as you pinch her, your thumb right in the back of her hand, it drops to the ground, and she basically gives up any effort of resistance to whatever the party wants to do with her. And that's where we will end today's session.
Can I slap some manacles on her right at the end?
If you have manacles, yes, I will say you can slap some manacles on her.
Yep, I am the cop of the group. I have always.
That problem was about to resolve itself. You had to stop it.
I want the I wanted that pill, bro. We can use that to interrogate people now. Like, you want to tell us what else sticks in your mouth?
Yes, it is. It's equivalent of cyanide that she was trying to take. She would rather do it by her own hand and then take the knife in the back. She is extremely, extremely worried about the root coil smugglers. Again, she knows nothing about this cult of Orcus. This is above table, but she is really worried about the root coil smugglers, especially since 3 couriers got knifed this morning. So that's what she is extremely worried about. And that's where I'm going to click in stream and we'll have a discussion.